Have you noticed? Your mind can either be your best friend or your worst enemy, and most of us don't even realize which side it's on. It whispers doubts, repeats fears, and replays regrets until peace feels like a distant dream. Yet here lies the paradox. The same voice that breaks you can also heal you. As one timeless truth says, peace comes not when life grows quiet, but when the mind learns silence. What if the words you tell yourself each morning could shift the entire course of your day? Could a few sentences turn fear into calm, chaos into clarity? Today, I will share 9 sacred reminders, truths that Buddhist wisdom teaches us to repeat daily, so your mind becomes your greatest ally, not your heaviest burden. And stay until the end, because I will reveal a powerful bonus lesson, a hidden truth that could change the way you see every moment of your life. But listen carefully. Before we begin with number 1, subscribe to Deep Wisdom, where every video is a doorway to calm, clarity, and timeless Buddhist insight you won't find anywhere else. Let's begin. We'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're not sure what to say, just type, "My words shape me." 1. I am not my thoughts. These 5 words can reshape the way you see your entire life. Yet, how often do we believe every whisper of the mind, as though each passing thought is a command, a truth, or a definition of who we are? A fear arises, and you say, "This is me." A memory surfaces, and you carry it as identity. But Buddhism reminds us, the sky does not cling to the passing clouds. If the mind is like a river, then your thoughts are only leaves drifting across its surface. Some bright and golden, some dark and heavy, yet none of them define the river itself. And you are not even the water that rushes and churns. You are the silent riverbed, steady and unmoving, holding everything without being swept away. Tell yourself each day, I am the watcher, not the storm. My peace is larger than my passing thoughts. Every cloud moves on, but the sky remains. These words carry power because they remind you that storms cannot last forever. No matter how heavy the rain, the sky is never broken. Close your eyes and imagine this. Every thought that rises within you is just a cloud. Some are soft and harmless, some dark and restless. Watch them dissolve into the vast blue sky of your awareness. Breathe. Feel the stillness underneath it all, the sky that never leaves. This is who you are. But here is the question. If you are not your thoughts, then who are you? This question has no quick answer, but it opens the door to something greater than any single idea about yourself. Could it be that you are the awareness behind the thoughts, the one who observes, the one who remains untouched no matter what passes by? When was the last time you mistook a passing thought for the truth? Perhaps you thought, I am not enough, and you carried it as though it was carved in stone. But it was only a cloud. It had no root in reality. What if you could let it drift away and return to the calmness of the sky? Peace begins the moment you stop clinging to every thought as you. Begin to practice this daily reminder. Each morning, whisper it to yourself, I am not my thoughts. Carry it like a lantern through the day. When your mind grows noisy, when doubts scream, when fears echo, repeat it softly. Because thoughts may rise and fall like waves, but the ocean remains vast, deep, and unshaken. So ask yourself now, if you are not the cloud, if you are not the storm, what remains? That discovery, beyond words, is where true peace lives. 2. I let go of what I cannot control. These words are not weakness, they are freedom. Yet how often do we wrestle with life, clinging to what refuses to stay, forcing what refuses to move? We suffer twice, once from the pain of the event itself, and again from the resistance we wrap around it. The Buddha taught that clinging is the root of suffering. When you hold too tightly, you are cutting your own skin with the rope. The river flows, whether you fight it or not. Life is like a stream. You may try to grasp the water, but it only slips through your fingers, leaving your hands empty and your heart restless. The stream never stops moving, and peace comes only when you learn to move with it, not against it. Every day, whisper to yourself, "I surrender what is beyond my reach. I walk lightly without chains. My peace is not held hostage by outcomes." These affirmations are not just words. They are reminders that you always have a choice: to carry the burden endlessly or to set it down and walk free. Close your eyes and imagine your hands clenched tightly, heavy with fears, expectations, and the need to control. Now, slowly open them. See the current of a wide and gentle river carry away everything you've been holding too tightly. Your regrets, your disappointments, your need for certainty. Watch them float away until they dissolve. Feel how much lighter you become when your hands are open. But here is the question: why hold what only hurts you? Why insist on carrying the stones that drag you deeper into suffering? Can you not see that freedom has always been waiting the moment you release your grip? Think of the times in your life when outcomes did not go as you planned, when people left, when opportunities closed, when changes came uninvited. Did your resistance bring peace, or did it create a storm inside? What would your life feel like if you finally released what you've been holding too tightly? Imagine waking tomorrow with no need to control what lies beyond your hands. Wouldn't your heart breathe easier? Letting go is not giving up. It is not abandoning responsibility. It is choosing wisely where to place your energy, on what you can shape, not on what escapes your grasp. To release control is to trust that life has its own current, and sometimes the flow knows better than your resistance. So each morning, remind yourself, "I let go of what I cannot control." Carry this truth as your compass. When challenges arise, when outcomes slip away, repeat it softly and watch your heart return to stillness. Remember, you cannot stop the river, but you can learn to float, unchained, free, at peace. We'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're not sure what to say, just type, "My words shape me." 3. I carry enough within me already. These words are a gentle reminder to a restless heart. Why is it that the more we chase, the emptier we seem to feel? We gather possessions, titles, and approval, yet the hunger grows stronger the faster we run. The Buddha warned that craving is an endless fire. The more we feed it, the brighter it burns, consuming peace. The lotus blooms not by reaching, but by unfolding. Think of this: the lotus does not chase the sky, nor does it rush to prove itself. It simply opens, revealing what was already hidden within. In the same way, your peace is not something you must run toward. It is something you uncover when you stop running. Tell yourself each morning, "I am already whole. My worth is not measured by what I collect. Peace grows where craving ends." These are not empty words. They are keys that unlock the door back to yourself. You do not need more to be enough. You only need to remember. Imagine for a moment a lamp glowing gently within your chest. It does not need to borrow light from the world. It only needs to be lit. That flame is your inner wholeness, your unshakable value, your quiet radiance. No matter how dark the room around you, this lamp is already shining, waiting for you to notice it. But here is the question: when will you stop searching outside and look within. How much of your life has been spent believing that happiness will arrive with the next achievement, the next possession, the next recognition? And yet, the moment you grasp one, the craving for another quickly takes its place. Has this chase ever truly filled the silence inside? Reflect on this deeply. When you live in constant pursuit, peace becomes a horizon you can never touch. But when you pause, when you turn inward, you discover a truth the world could never give you. You are already complete. The emptiness was only an illusion created by forgetting what you already carry. This does not mean you must reject the world or abandon dreams. It means your joy does not depend on them. You can still work, create, and grow, but from a place of fullness, not from desperation. A lamp does not shine by grasping at light, but by realizing it was luminous all along. So each day, whisper it to yourself, I carry enough within me already. Carry this truth as a shield against comparison, against craving, against the endless hunger of the world. Let it remind you that you are the lotus unfolding naturally. You are the lamp already lit. You are not missing. You are whole. And in that wholeness, peace begins to bloom. 4. I forgive myself to breathe again. These words are not just about kindness. They are about survival. Can you walk freely if every mistake is a stone in your pocket? Each misstep you carry weighs you down until even the simplest path feels heavy. And yet, how often do we choose to punish ourselves long after life has already moved on? No one heals while still holding the blade. Guilt is like gripping the sharp edge of a knife. You bleed, but you refuse to let go, thinking that pain is deserved. Buddhism teaches us that clinging to the past only deepens suffering. To hold guilt is to water dead roots, hoping they will blossom. But nothing grows there, only more sorrow. Each day, whisper to yourself, I am not defined by my past. I choose release over punishment. Each breath is a new beginning. These affirmations are not a denial of responsibility, but a doorway to freedom. Mistakes are teachers, not chains. They were never meant to bind you forever. Close your eyes and imagine this. In your hands are stones, each one representing a regret, a mistake, a moment you wish you could change. Feel the heaviness of carrying them. Now, picture a flowing river before you. One by one, place the stones into the water. Watch them sink. Watch them vanish from sight. Breathe deeply as your hands grow lighter. This is forgiveness, not erasing the past, but releasing its grip. But here is the question. What weight are you carrying that you were never meant to hold this long? Is it the words you once spoke in anger? The opportunities you missed? The hurt you caused yourself when you did not know better? Why do you believe you must carry them forever, when even the earth itself sheds seasons and begins anew? Reflect for a moment. Every time you breathe, life offers you a new beginning. Yet guilt blinds you to it. You cannot drink the water of today if your hands are still clutching yesterday's dust. Forgiving yourself is the courage to set the past where it belongs, in the past, so that the present can be lived fully. This does not mean forgetting, it means transforming. A mistake, once forgiven, becomes wisdom. A scar, once accepted, becomes strength. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is the highest form of self-discipline because it frees you to walk lightly again. So each morning, remind yourself, I forgive myself to breathe again. Carry it as a vow. When old memories resurface, when shame whispers in your ear, repeat it softly. Let forgiveness be the bridge that brings you back to peace. Remember, The river of life is always moving. You are not the stones you once held. You are the one who finally set them down. We'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're not sure what to say, just type, "My words shape me." 5. I choose calm over chaos. These words are not weakness, they are true strength. Why do we think strength looks like noise when real power is often silent? In a world that shouts, rushes, and trembles with storms, calm becomes the rarest form of courage. The mountain does not tremble at the wind. This teaching reminds us that calm is not the absence of difficulty, it is stability in the midst of it. The mountain does not resist the storm, nor does it chase it away. It simply remains, unshaken, unmoved, grounded. So too can your spirit stand, strong and steady, no matter what swirls around you. Tell yourself daily, "My calm is my strength." I anchor myself when the world shakes. No storm owns me. These affirmations are a shield for the heart, reminding you that chaos may touch your surroundings, but it does not have to enter your inner home. Close your eyes for a moment and picture yourself in the middle of a raging storm. Winds howl, lightning cracks, the sky itself seems to fall apart. Yet at the very center, you sit quietly, a candle flame before you. The flame does not flicker, though the world roars. That is calm. It is not found in running from the storm, but in choosing stillness within it. But here is the question: do you let storms decide your peace, or does your peace withstand the storms? How many times have you surrendered your inner balance to the noise of others, to the chaos of circumstances, to the drama of moments that pass as quickly as clouds? Reflect deeply. The storm outside cannot break you unless you open the gates of your mind and invite it in. Calm is a fortress, and you are its guardian. You choose whether the storm remains outside, passing and powerless, or whether it enters to tear apart your sanctuary. This does not mean ignoring challenges or pretending chaos does not exist. It means responding, not reacting. It means standing in the strength of stillness instead of scattering your energy in noise. It means choosing clarity over confusion, patience over panic, balance over frenzy. Every day, life will test you with storms, arguments, deadlines, disappointments, sudden changes. You cannot stop the winds, but you can choose to remain the mountain. You cannot silence the thunder, but you can keep your candle burning. Peace is not about controlling the world. It is about not letting the world control you. So whisper this truth to yourself: I choose calm over chaos. Let it be a vow you return to when the world demands a reaction. Let it guide your breath, your choices, your steps. Remember, calm is not weakness. It is the highest form of strength. The storm will always pass, but the mountain remains, and so can you. 6. I am always becoming, never finished. These words dissolve the illusion that life is about arrival. If life is a journey, why do we cling so hard to the idea of a final destination, as though peace is waiting only at the end? Buddhism reminds us, the path itself is the destination. There is no place to arrive, no grand completion, no moment where you are suddenly whole. You are whole already, even as you keep unfolding. Think of a tree. From seed to sprout, from sapling to towering giant, it never stops reaching for the sky. Yet, at every stage, it is complete in what it is. So too are you, constantly unfolding, yet already enough in every moment. To cling to the illusion of being finished is to rob yourself of the beauty of becoming. Tell yourself daily, I am not stuck, I am unfolding. Each day, I rise a little higher. My worth is in the becoming, not the end. These affirmations free you from the weight of comparison, from the pressure of rushing, from the false belief that you are behind. Life is not a race. It is a constant blossoming. Close your eyes and imagine yourself as a great tree. With each sunrise, a new invisible ring forms within your trunk, growth that no one else sees, but that strengthens you nonetheless. Some days the growth is quick, other days it is slow, but always it is happening. Feel the strength of your roots in the earth, the quiet stretch of your branches to the sky. This is your becoming. But here is the question: are you rushing to finish life, or are you willing to grow with it? How much peace have you lost because you believed you were not there yet? How often have you overlooked the quiet victories of today because your eyes were fixed on some far-off horizon? Reflect deeply. Every moment you live is not preparation for something else. It is life itself. The laughter you share, the lessons you learn, the strength you build through struggles, all of this is your becoming. Even the challenges that test you are carving invisible rings of wisdom within you. To live as though you must arrive is to forever chase a mirage. But to live as though each step matters is to finally rest in peace. You are not unfinished in a way that makes you lacking. You are unfinished in a way that makes you infinite. There is always more to unfold, and yet you are enough, right here, right now. So remind yourself each day, I am always becoming, never finished. Carry it with reverence. Let it release you from the rush, the comparison, the endless grasping for completion. You are not a puzzle waiting for the final piece. You are the tree, already whole, yet always reaching higher. And in that truth, peace takes root. 7. I am worth greatness. These words may feel distant at first, yet they carry a truth your heart already knows. What if your only limitation is the story you keep repeating to yourself? How often have you whispered to your own mind that you are small, unworthy, or not ready, when in reality, those words are chains you have forged yourself? The seed already holds the forest. Within a tiny seed lies the power to become towering trees, endless shade, and a home for countless lives. Greatness is not something you must chase outside. It is already alive within you. Like a lion resting in silence, it waits for the moment you give it permission to wake. Tell yourself each day, I am not small. I hold greatness within. I do not shrink for anyone. I was born to shine. These affirmations are not arrogance, they are remembrance. They remind you that your existence is not an accident. You carry possibilities so vast they cannot be measured. Close your eyes and visualize a golden flame glowing inside your chest. With every inhale, it grows brighter, steadier, warmer. With every exhale, it spreads gently through your body, filling you with strength, clarity, and purpose. This flame is your greatness. It does not burn anyone, it only illuminates the path before you. But here is the question: what would change if you truly believed in your hidden greatness? Would you continue shrinking yourself to fit into places too small for your soul? Would you keep silencing your own voice because of fear or doubt? Or would you rise, gently but firmly, into the life you were meant to live? Reflect for a moment on the times you have dimmed your light to make others comfortable. Did it bring peace, or did it only deepen your emptiness? The truth is, when you hide your greatness, you not only betray yourself, you withhold the light that could inspire others. The world does not need you to shrink, it needs you to rise. Greatness does not always mean fame, wealth, or recognition. It may mean kindness in the face of cruelty, courage when fear surrounds you, or wisdom shared at the right moment. Greatness is living fully as yourself without apology. It is fulfilling the unique potential that only you carry. So each morning, remind yourself, I am worth greatness. Say it until your heart believes it. Carry it as a shield when doubt whispers. Let it be the golden flame that keeps you walking forward when the path grows dark. Remember, the seed already holds the forest. The lion already sleeps within you. And the moment you choose to believe, that greatness begins to awaken. We'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're not sure what to say, just type, "My words shape me." 8. No excuses, only choices. These words are sharp, but they carry freedom within them. What if excuses are just cages we build to remain comfortable in suffering? We tell ourselves stories, why we cannot change, why we cannot move forward, why tomorrow will be better than today. Yet every excuse, no matter how gentle it sounds, keeps us locked in the same place. Chains are rarely visible, yet still they bind. Excuses are like invisible chains, subtle, quiet, and deceptively soft. But they hold your spirit back from its true strength. Like cobwebs, they may seem fragile, but when you refuse to break them, they trap even the strongest heart in stagnation. The question is not whether you are capable, it is whether you are willing to free yourself. Each day, whisper these truths. I choose responsibility over delay. I am stronger than my excuses. Today, I move forward. These affirmations remind you that peace and growth are not handed to you. They are chosen, step by step, in this very moment. Close your eyes and imagine invisible chains around your hands. They are excuses made of fear, doubt, and hesitation. Now, see yourself breaking them one by one. The moment they fall away, light pours in. You step into the sunlight, and for the first time, you realize the cage was never locked. You only had to walk out. But here is the question. What excuse have you allowed to steal your peace and power? Is it the belief that you are not ready, that the time is not right, that you are too small, too weak, too late? How long will you let these invisible chains decide the shape of your life? Reflect deeply. Excuses may protect your comfort, but they destroy your freedom. They may shelter you from fear of failure, but they also keep you from tasting growth. Every time you choose an excuse, you choose stagnation over transformation. And peace cannot be found in a cage. This is not about blaming yourself. It is about awakening. The moment you see an excuse for what it truly is, a wall built from fear, you are free to step beyond it. Life does not demand perfection. It asks only for courage, to take one step, to try again, to choose responsibility over delay. So remind yourself each morning, no excuses, only choices. Let it echo in your mind when fear rises, when comfort tempts, when delay whispers. Let it remind you that your life is yours to shape, and every moment offers a choice, to remain bound or to step into freedom. The cobwebs of excuses may look strong, but one decision made with clarity can tear them apart. And in that choice, your peace and power are restored. 9. I was born for light. Let these words settle into your heart, because they are not mere poetry, they are truth. If not for joy, for love, for peace, then what were you born for? Life is too precious to believe you are here only to struggle, only to survive, only to hide. You were born with a purpose as radiant as the dawn itself. The lamp does not ask permission to shine. It simply glows, and by doing so, it dispels the darkness around it. In the same way, your soul was never meant to shrink. to dim, or to wait for the world's approval. You are here to shine, to radiate peace, to embody compassion, to offer light in places where it has been forgotten. Tell yourself every day, I was born to bring light. My life is a gift to the world. I will not dim my soul. These affirmations are a reminder that you carry within you something eternal, something no hardship can erase. You are not an accident. You are a flame meant to burn. Close your eyes and imagine yourself as the rising sun. At first, the horizon is dark, silent, and uncertain. But then, slowly, light begins to spread. Warmth returns to the earth, shadows retreat, and the day awakens. This is you, unstoppable, inevitable, carrying light not just for yourself, but for others who wander in the dark. But here is the question. Will you spend your days hiding, or will you rise as you were meant to? How many times have you dimmed your own light out of fear of judgment, out of doubt, out of the belief that you are not worthy to shine? And yet when you hide, the world loses a gift only you can give. Reflect for a moment. Light does not compete with other light. The stars do not argue with the moon. The dawn does not fight with the evening. They all shine in their own time, in their own way. You too have your light, unique, irreplaceable, needed. To shine is not arrogance, it is responsibility. This does not mean living loudly or seeking attention. It means living authentically, radiating kindness, embodying peace, and standing in truth. Light is not noise, it is presence. A gentle smile, a forgiving heart, a steady spirit. These are rays of light that ripple farther than you imagine. So each morning, whisper it to yourself. I was born for light. Let it steady your steps when the path feels dark. Let it remind you that even the smallest candle can guide a traveler through the night. You are that candle, you are the dawn, and your light is not just for you, it is for the world that waits for you to rise. Bonus thing, I am grateful for this moment. These words carry the essence of peace. If the present is all we truly have, why do we spend so much of it wishing for another? We look back with regret, forward with longing, but in doing so, we abandon the only place life actually happens, here and now. The dewdrop shines brightest before it falls. Gratitude is the art of seeing the brilliance of this very moment, no matter how simple. It is not about waiting for perfection, but about opening your heart to the quiet treasures already in your hands. Tell yourself each day, I welcome this moment as enough. Gratitude turns what I have into peace. Every breath is a gift of life. These affirmations soften the restless mind, grounding you in the miracle of now. Because when you see the present as a blessing, suffering loses its grip. Imagine bowing gently to the present moment, as though it were a sacred guest who has come to visit only once. See yourself honoring it fully, whether it arrives with laughter or with silence, with ease or with challenge. Feel how the moment transforms when you treat it not as ordinary, but as holy. But here is the question. What would change if you stopped waiting for more and found joy in the breath you're taking right now? Wouldn't the heaviness of striving ease? Wouldn't peace feel closer than you ever imagined? Reflect on this. Gratitude is like opening a window in a dark room. Suddenly, even the smallest light fills the space. The sound of rain, the warmth of tea, the presence of someone you love, the gift of your very heartbeat. Each becomes a source of peace when you pause to notice. Without gratitude, even abundance feels empty. With gratitude, even little things become enough. Gratitude does not mean ignoring pain or pretending challenges do not exist. It means recognizing that even within struggle, there is something worthy of bowing to, a lesson, a breath, a chance to begin again. Life will never be free of difficulties, but it can always be full of meaning. So each morning, whisper it to yourself, I am grateful for this moment. Say it when you wake, when you eat, when you breathe. Let it weave itself into your day until gratitude becomes your natural state of being. Remember, peace is not hidden in the future. Joy is not buried in some distant dream. They live here in the moment you are holding now, and the more you honor this moment, the more life will open its arms to you in return. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the treasure you have been carrying all along. Quick summary of the principles. I am not my thoughts. You are not the chaos of your mind, but the awareness that watches it. Recognizing this creates distance between who you truly are and the endless chatter of thoughts. This separation is the first step toward lasting peace. I let go of what I cannot control. True freedom comes from releasing what is beyond your reach. When you stop fighting what is unchangeable, you save yourself from unnecessary pain. Letting go is not weakness, it is wisdom. I carry enough within me. Already, happiness is not about adding more, but realizing you already have enough. Self-worth is not measured by possessions, achievements, or approval. Peace begins when contentment replaces craving. I forgive myself to breathe again. You cannot move forward while dragging the weight of old mistakes. Self-forgiveness opens the door to new beginnings. Every breath is an invitation to start again without guilt. I choose calm over chaos. Strength does not come from noise, but from silence. Choosing calmness gives you power over situations rather than letting situations control you. Inner stillness is the greatest victory. I am always becoming, never finished. Life is not a destination, but a continuous unfolding. You are always growing, always changing, and always evolving. The journey itself is proof of your worth. I am worth greatness. You carry within you the potential for greatness, no matter your past or present. Believing this awakens confidence and inner power. You were not made to remain small. No excuses, only choices. Excuses keep you trapped where you are, but choices move you forward. Every day, you are faced with opportunities to rise or remain. Power comes from owning responsibility. I was born for light. You are here not to hide, but to shine. Life becomes meaningful when you embrace your true nature, to bring joy, peace, and wisdom into the world. You were born for light. I am grateful for this moment. Gratitude transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary peace. When you recognize the gift of the present, nothing feels missing. The present moment is always enough. The way you speak to yourself shapes the reality you live in. Each of these truths is not just a thought, but a seed of transformation. When repeated daily, they carve new pathways in the mind, leading you away from fear, chaos, and regret, and closer to clarity, strength, and inner calm. Remember, Buddhism teaches that peace is not something we chase outside, but something we nurture within. The voice you use with yourself becomes the life you create. If you whisper doubt, you live small. If you whisper truth, you awaken greatness. As a Zen master once said, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. So carry these reminders into your mornings, your struggles, and your victories. Let them be your anchors when storms rise, and your compass when the path feels unclear. And as you breathe in this moment, ask yourself, which truth will I choose to live today? Like and share this video, share your opinion in the comment box, and subscribe to Deep Wisdom for more inspiring Buddhist insights on living a peaceful life.